Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I want to play with some new makeup. Specifically, I have a new palette here from Viseart that I want to play with, and I have some new brushes here from Rephre that I want to play with as well. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm a makeup artist as well as esthetician, and I offer an online beauty consulting service. This is where you and I chat one-on-one about any and all beauty concerns you might have. Perhaps you want to build up a professional makeup kit or an everyday makeup kit and you don't know where to start. Or maybe you want a one-on-one lesson where we walk through step by step how to apply different products. Or maybe you want to talk about something totally different. It's really up to you. So if you want to make an appointment, please click the link in the description box down below. As I mentioned, I just got this new Viseart palette here. This is part of their Petits Fours collection, and I got the palette called Lilas. This has to be the absolute cutest palette. It's so compact, it's so small. I think one day in the future it'll be perfect for travel. So you get the palette like this with a little tab, then you pull it up and then you unfurl your palette like so. You don't have a mirror, so it's not like a full compact, but you do get these 4 little eyeshadows. And the colors go as the following. You have Fondant, Lilas, Tiramisu, and Argent. So as we can see, this is a really cool toned palette. The 2 shimmer colors stand out so well. We have Fondant and Argent. Those are the satin shimmer beautiful colors. They're so lovely. And then we have the 2 more matte cool tone shades as well. One is more pink and rosy, that's the Lilas shade, and then Tiramisu looks like a nice cool toned gray lilac shade. And then I also went ahead and bought myself some new makeup brushes, which I haven't done in quite a while. But these are from Rephr brushes, and I've heard a lot about this brand. I've seen them online for a while, and I finally decided to cave in. I think there was some sort of like Black Friday deal going on, so I got the core set. So in this set you get 3 eye brushes and then 2 face brushes as well. The first one here is number 1. This is just a do-it-all eyeshadow blending brush. And then we have number 2. This is a shader brush that's good for packing on shadow on the lid. But also, since it's really thin at the tip, you can use it to smoke out your bottom lashes if you want to. And then you have number 3, which is just like a really fine precision pencil brush. This could also be good for smoking out the bottom lashes or for placing a brighter color on the inner corner right here. And then number 4 is an angled cheek brush. You could use this for blush, for bronzer. You could really use this all over the face if you wanted to, but I really like this sort of shape to kind of like go into the hollow of the cheek right here. And then we have number 5, which is just the multi-purpose cheek brush. So I've been playing with these. As you can see, there's some makeup on these brushes now. I've been playing with this palette here, but I'm going to go ahead and play with them with you today and give you my thoughts. So to start off with, I'm going into this bottom matte shade here in the palette, and I'm using this brush right here just to put it in the crease. This was my first time purchasing any Viseart makeup. It's one of those brands that I've meant to get into for a while. Every now and then I see something that I like, but when they came out with this collection here, the Petits Fours collection, with these small palettes, not overly big, I was like, that's for me. And especially because this is cool toned, I think this is perfect. I've definitely felt myself lean more towards cool toned eyeshadows recently. I just feel like the market in general has been so saturated with warm tones. As soon as I see a cool tone palette, I'm like, just take my money. So I have just been using that gray lilac slate shade here, and I have just placed it around my crease right here. Now let me take this little pencil brush number 3 and go back into this shade right here. This color on me is turning into like this cool toned lilac gray. I think that's the best way I can describe it. And I'm just thrilled that it's staying cool toned because you never know. Sometimes they go a little bit different on you. So please let me know in the comments what else I should try from Viseart, because I know they have 1,000,001 eyeshadow palettes, but if there's anything else from the brand you think that I should try, let me know. So now I'm going to go into both of these beautiful shimmer colors. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this one first, and that's going to be in the outer corner, and then the lighter one is going to go in the inner corner. I have to say that these shimmer colors transfer beautifully. I mean, this is the exact same color in the palette as it is on the eyelid. Of course, I primed my eyelids off camera with my NARS eyeshadow primer. It's my favorite, but other than that, this requires very little work. Sometimes you have to wet your brush, use some setting spray. Not with these. These are just like the perfect shimmer shades. And now I'm going into the lighter shimmer color for the inner corner here. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I love a good shimmer. I love a good shimmer eyeshadow. And this is just delivering everything that I want. I used the number 2 brush. This is the one that you can use for packing on the lid, which is exactly what I did. There is a little bit of fallout with the eyeshadow because it is very shimmery. It's almost a little bit airborne when you start playing in it. It kind of feels like this high shine satin eyeshadow that was compressed into the pan. And so when you start digging into there, it kind of loosens up a little bit. So just be careful. There's going to be a little bit of fallout. I'm just going back over top with that gray lilac shade, just to make sure it didn't get erased with this beautiful shimmer color. And now to clean up my under eye, I'm going into a bit of concealer. This is the Chantecaille Stress Repair Concentrate. It's a great eye cream. I'm taking just a little bit of this on a Q-tip, and I'm going to clean this up. I know I shared this trick before with the eye cream, but just in case you guys didn't see that video, when you use an eye cream instead of eye makeup remover, it just doesn't dry out your eyes, because if you use eye makeup remover, whatever, it really just dries out your under eye. But if you use a little dot of eye cream, you just add a little bit more moisture, and I think we all want a little bit more moisture under our eyes. So I didn't use the pink shade in the palette here because I just like this whole vibe. I like this cool toned icy look. So if you're new to my channel, whenever I get new products, I tend to do multiple different looks with the same items. So if you didn't see the exact same look you wanted, I would suggest that you subscribe, because I'll be using this in the future. So for the foundation, I'm going into my Chanel Sublimage Le Teint foundation, and I am in the shade B30. Now, I know that this foundation has been on the market for an entire month now, so some people might not consider this to be new makeup, but considering the fact that the planet is a few billion years old, I think we can include this in a new makeup video. Isn't it crazy how fast releases come? I feel like you blink and it's already spring. I'm gonna go into a bit of mascara. This is the Marc Jacobs at Lash'd Lifting and Volumizing Mascara. I'm not sure if this is new on the market, but it's new to me. Let's go ahead and try it out. So anytime I put on a mascara, I always do this curling thing. Like I lift and spin my brush slowly to just coat all the lashes. Okay, this mascara is pretty decent. I think it does lengthen and curl. I do wish it had a little bit more volume, but I think it's a pretty good mascara. Let's go into some concealer. So I don't have anything brand new. I will go ahead and use this Chantecaille Le Camouflage Stylo Anti-Fatigue Pen in number 3. So did you guys participate in the Chantecaille sale? I know there was a sale last week, the week before, with like 30% off the website. Please let me know if you purchased anything during that sale. I would love to hear. It's really remarkable what a difference concealer makes. It really just lightens up the whole thing, doesn't it? So I want to go ahead and use every single new Rephre brush that I have. I have a sample here, a mini size sample of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. It is the cutest thing I've ever seen. It's like this micro mini compact. It looks like something Barbie would play with, and now I'm going to play with it. So I'm going to use this brush here. This is number 4. This is the angled brush. You can use it for blush, bronzer, but it also says on the site that you can use this for a face powder. And since this is so small, I think it'll fit in perfectly into this little compact here. So this is the shade number 2, medium. If I look into the mirror here, I can see one eye exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and use a bigger mirror. This brush fits perfectly into this mini micro compact. It feels quite serendipitous. Okay, now we need a little bit of blush. I'm going to go into my Chanel Illuminating blush from the holiday season. Okay, the compact is way too small to look into because it's just so tiny. I appreciate that they included a mirror. That's detail that I appreciate. I find that this is a really nice powder. It's soft. It has like this like light velvet finish. It did mattify a little bit. I feel like my foundation isn't as luminous as it was originally, but it seems to be a nice powder. Okay, let's go into some lipstick. I got myself one of the Chanel lipsticks, part of the holiday collection this year. At first I skipped it. I thought I don't need a new lipstick, but then I went ahead and bought it, and I'm so glad that I did. I got the Rouge Allure number 137 Pourpre d'Or. This is in the most gorgeous limited edition packaging for the holiday season. The Rouge Allure lipstick series in general is just a really good lipstick. The formula is nice. It's very long wearing. I mean, several hours, including meals, including drinking. This lipstick formula will last all day. Obviously, if you get a darker color, it's going to last longer because it just shows up more. But this is just a really good satin finish, classic bullet lipstick formula. This lipstick, if you look really closely, it looks like it has this little gold reflection swirled inside, but it doesn't show up like glitter chunks or anything, and you also can't feel it. It doesn't feel gritty. It just feels like a normal lipstick. And just overall, it's such a beautiful color. I think it's perfect for the holiday season. And like I said, this formula is amazing. It's this satin finish, so it does feel a little bit moisturizing. Like you can see, it's a little bit glossy. It's not matte, and it lasts several hours. So to finish up the look, because we have to include a fragrance or perfume to complete a makeup look, I'm going into the Chanel Coco Mademoiselle L'Eau Privée. This is the nighttime fragrance. So I have in fact been using this palette for a few days, and I have to say this does not crease. It doesn't budge, it doesn't move, it doesn't flake away. There was fallout initially when I applied the shimmer colors, but that's it. It really just stays in place, and it looks this nice the entire day. I am very impressed with my Petits Fours Lilas palette here. I think it's really pretty. I will definitely consider getting more of these mini palettes here from Viseart. I always prefer smaller palettes to larger ones, so if they just continue to come out with mini palettes like this, I will probably buy more in the future. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Micro Mini Edition. I think it's nice. It's a nice powder. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Chanel Les Beige Healthy Glow powder. I think the Healthy Glow powder might be a little bit more luminous, but I think this is a nice face powder. It's not drying. It's not settling into any face lines or anything like that. Pretty nice, and also points for being so cute and miniature. Okay, now the Rephre brushes. So I think my favorites would be the number 2, the packing brush. I think this is just a brush I'm going to use a lot of. I wear a lot of eyeshadow, so I think this is going to be my most used brush, most likely. I think followed by number 1. This is kind of like a multi-use blending brush. I think these two are just really easy to use. I like the pencil brush. It's just not something I'm going to use quite as often. I mean, you can use it to smoke out the bottom lashes, which is good. My initial first impression from the past few days that I've been using it, these are the two that I'm the most drawn to. And then the face brushes in general, I think are great. I really like this blush brush. I just think it's really nice. It works really well, and this is really great as well. I use it as a face brush, and I have to say it works nicely to apply powder. And I like the fact that it's versatile. Like, you could take this traveling with you in the future, and you could have it as a bronzer brush, a blush brush, whatever. I think in general, the Core set is a good deal. I think it's still on sale, and so if you want to try this brand, I think it's a good way to like initiate yourself into the brand. For those of you who are curious, I've been storing my Rephre brushes in one of my used diptyque candle jars here. My dream is to have a vanity full of these jars and all of my makeup brushes in them. I'm glad I finally tried these makeup brushes because I have this reaction, I guess you could call it. Whenever I see a brand or a product sort of get lots of attention and lots of hype online, I sort of have this reverse reaction where I don't necessarily want to try it because I don't like making videos that look like everyone else's. I don't like having the exact same look as everyone else. I really enjoy doing my own thing. I like that I will do several different looks with the same makeup products. I'm not just going to show it once and then have it disappear into my collection. And so I kind of hesitated in trying these brushes out because I know a lot of people love them, but I was just like, But then there was a sale, so I got them and I'm happy I did. Okay, I think this is it for today's video. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of the products that I mentioned today? Do you like Viseart? Do you like Rephre? Do you like any of the brands or the products I talked about? Sound off in the comment section down below. Oh, and also let me know if you picked up anything during Chantecaille's sale. I am really curious. I want to live vicariously through you because Chantecaille doesn't offer shipping to Canada yet. I'm hoping they will in the near future, but please let me know what you picked up during the sale. Just in case you're not subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you are in fact subscribed, and also feel free to hit that little notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. Okay, I think this is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!